Hey everybody, welcome to the Automation Show. My name is Shawn from the AutomationSchool.com, and I want to welcome you to the last live stream of 2018, at least for me, and at least for me at work. So I got to put all those clarifications in there. But I hope you are all having a wonderful holiday, and I hope you all can hear me. Please let me know in the chat if you can't. And I hope you're getting ready for a very happy and safe New Year's Eve. We're just a few days away. I'll have to take down the Christmas lights soon and, have to take down the Christmas lights on the house too, which will be a bigger job. But in any case, I wanted to welcome you all to today's show. Now, today, we had a viewer last week say, hey, can you show me how to do PlantPAx? And I said, well, we do that in my course, so why not? We'll give it a shot. Of course, this is live TV, so you never know what's going to happen. But in any case, before we get to that, we got some, housekeeping things to take care of. First of all, we're giving away the Ethernet to Data Highway Plus converter on next week's show. We're going to do it live on the show. So if you want to get in that drawing for one of these things, well, it looks like that. I think it's worth like $1,000 or something. All you have to do is go over to the automationforums.com and comment on the Data Highway Plus to Ethernet post that's tied to that episode of the Automation Show, and you can enter for free. And good luck to everybody who's already entered. We got a dozen or so people up there, and I'm looking forward to giving this away to you guys. So with that said, let's see what else. My sale ends on my courses on December 31st. So January 1st, we're raising the prices to pay for all the new equipment I got. And if you watch previous shows, you've seen Studio A, where I got new PanelView 5000, PanelView Plus 7, L7 with a safety partner and all that stuff. So, plus we're adding, I got over an hour of communication lessons going into PLC Basics, the extended edition, right the first week of January. Just recorded 2 hours to Compact Basics. So that course will be coming out of early access and coming out of pre-order and going to early access, and the price will be going up. And we'll be taking the bundles off for a while and putting new bundles up and whatnot. So that's at theautomationschool.com. That's my full-time job, where I spend my days teaching and answering student questions when I'm not here live streaming with you. What else do we have? If you want $10 worth of free downloads, you can go to theautomationblog.com, and there's a little pop-down on the top that if you sign up for the newsletter that goes out once a week on Sunday, and it just lets you know what posts I've posted over there. Like, is there a new episode of the Automation Show? Have I written another blog post on something else, etc.? And you can get $10 worth of free downloads from my download site, theautomationexchange.com. And that brings up a point. With the holidays, we had Christmas, I had relatives over, we had all this crazy stuff going on. I have not yet posted the free download from last week's show. So I will get to that before the next episode of the Automation Show. And on this week's show, I'm also going to post a free download. So hopefully I can do that every week. So you can get free downloads if I do something with code. You can just go up there and grab it. So, and let's see, what else? With that, just look in the chat, see if anybody's saying, hi, yes, Shawn, how you doing? Very good to see you. Happy holidays. I love sharing my knowledge. That's why I quit my job after 1,000,000 miles and opened the AutomationSchool.com, because this is what I love to do. So welcome to the show, Juan. It's great to have you. And let's see what else. Oh, and if there's any vendors out there, we'd love to get samples like the Automation Networks unit, like the Real-Time Automations unit, which I haven't sent back to them yet because I want to add a lesson to my PLC Basics course on this. So hopefully we'll get to that next week. And just contact me. You can contact me. There's a link over at theautomationblog.com. So with that, that's all the housekeeping stuff. Let's get on to what we want to actually do. Now, before we do that, let me switch over to this view here. And this is just a little prototype demo station I'm building for my students. At some point, we'll be selling these. But in here, I have a very simple program. It's just a start routine here. Press a button, start a motor, and then press the stop button, and it stops, right? So I do that. Well, let me show you here. Let's go to PC, And let me minimize this for now. And here's the code, right? So if I go over here, you should be able to see that when I start it and stop it, you can see how that works. Okay, got a slight delay on that top-down camera. That's why you see my hand move just a second after I do it. But in any case, I just wanted to give you an idea of what that was, of what was going on there. So what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to replace that with PlantPAx. Now let's talk about that for a moment. Where do you get PlantPAx? Well, what is PlantPAx? I don't know. Let's see if we can figure it out. So in reality, that's the automation school right there. In reality, PlantPAx, as far as I understand it, is Rockwell's. It's really a name brand, a marketing term for a suite of different products, all centered around process automation excellence. That's where you get the PAX, right? So for process users. And there's all kinds of products in the PlantPAx family. But I think when most people ask, hey, can you show me PlantPAx, how to use it? They're talking about the PlantPAx process library, okay? That's typically what you're thinking of there is add-on instructions and faceplates. Now, I haven't taken the panel view off the shelf. Maybe we'll do that next week. We'll do the second half, will be the faceplates inside a Factory Talk view. But today we're going to focus on the add-on instructions. So what I did here to find it, I think the best thing to do is you go to ab.com and you want to go to the PDCD, or the compatibilities and downloads. So they keep changing this. The compatibility and downloads section. And then just search on process library. And I'm going to click on product. And voila, there we go. Downloads, right? And there it is. And it's free. I can download it. I actually already did. Let's see. What do we got here? I went through the whole download process and clicked on that link. And I also checked the release notes, and I was very interested. Now, I have not, when I did this in my RSLogix course, I used a slightly older version of this, right? And we went through and we did VFDs on Ethernet and hardwired and all kinds of good stuff. But one of the things that I didn't do was use this latest and greatest version. And I was surprised when I grabbed this that, let me scroll in here, see if we can make this bigger, is that it supports version 18. I'm like, that's great, because, we're version 20. I try to give all my samples away in version 20 because, almost everybody has version 20, right? 20 works on old PLCs, all old ControlLogix like the L6 and the L3X. And it works on the new ones like the 5370s and 5370s. Most of them, not all of them. But in any case, it's so easy to move an old program into a new program. It's hard going the other way. That said, while we're talking about versions, I did finally hear back from Rockwell Tech Support. And they said, yeah, we know you have a Tech Connect, but because you don't have the professional or full edition, because I have the Compact Logix edition under support, that I can't get the new, version 32 yet. I'm just out of luck. I'm like a second class citizen. So if you have like mini or light, you just you can't have it yet. You just gotta wait. They said check back in a few days. You're a second class citizen. So that's why we're not doing version 32 today. So next week, when my good friends down at the Horizon get back, I'm going to ask for a temporary activation so I can get 32. And maybe we'll show it to you in not next week, but the week after. Take a look at all the new features. But in any case, with that said, back on topic here. So version 18, that was great. I was very happy to see that. View, I think the View version, Factory Talk View Studio, right? I don't know why they're saying 5 or later. I thought I saw somewhere in here where it said 10. Well, here's version 7 or later. Well, that's the migration tools. Let's see, for the process library, that's what we want. Okay, so here, this was kind of silly. It said Studio 5000, version 18 or later, but it's really RSLogix 5000 until we get up to version 20, and then at 21 it goes to Studio 5000. But I digress. And then here the faceplates were Factory Talk version 10. So that's important to know, right? So those are the two main things in the PlantPAx process objects library or process library. You know, the add-on instructions in the Factory Talk view faceplates. Now you can use them separately. I absolutely don't need to use the faceplates if you use the process objects, but they do go very nicely together. So with all that said, let me go offline. Okay, and I unzipped what I downloaded. Let's see if we can take a look at that. So I unzipped it here, and you can see all of them here. And just right before the show, to make sure it wasn't going to crash and burn here on live TV, I imported the runtime one, which is a really cool one. But if we go back up, the one we're going to try here, and you can see there's just a ton of them, right? There's so many. And there's documentation for every one of these that tells you exactly what they do. I mean, these guys really document it all. Last time I checked anyways, they documented everything. But we're looking for P motor. P for process. P motor. Okay? So that's an AOI. So why don't we go ahead and start by bringing that in to RSLogix 5000. So let me go ahead and... I don't want to do that. What's going on there? Let's see. I'm going to go down to add-on instructions, and I'll right-click. I'm going to import an add-on instruction. Okay, and we'll give that a second. If you guys have questions or comments, feel free to put them in the chat. We are live, and I appreciate you all watching live too. And even if you just want to say hi, because I like to know that you guys are out there and you're not a bunch of like random bots. Okay, so we're going for P motor. Okay, P motor. And we're going to go ahead and import that. I haven't done this probably in a few months at least, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes. This is living on the bleeding edge. Now this, I'm just going to accept all this. This is a brand new project, so I'm not going to have any collisions, I don't think. But in any case, let's get it in. I could just get the final version of that article I was telling you about in last week's show. I cannot wait to publish that, and really just thank Chris so much for putting that together. I can't wait to actually start trying to automate my holiday lights with a Raspberry Pi. But all right, so she's imported. You can see right here, P motor. We get some other things. I brought in P runtime earlier, and then we get some of these other guys. So let's go into, I already created a function block routine. I already created a main routine that'll jump to one of these subroutines. So here, I'm going to go to add-on right here, and I want P motor. Why is that so? That is tiny. It's so hard to read that, even with my glasses on. All right, I am trying to stand back a little bit from the monitors, but let's drop her in. Okay, so look at this. This is a single speed motor, which is what I have. Okay, so let's see. I know I'm going to need some inputs, right? Let's bring some inputs in. I don't know how many am I going to need. Oh, I have run feedback. Okay, got input permission. Let's try to use as little as possible. Now, all these blocks are supposed to be set up. I mean, this block has just dozens and dozens of different connections. Not all of them are visible. Look at all these. Look at all these. These guys put a lot of thought into this. But let's try to do this as simply as possible. See what we can get away with. Then we'll know exactly what we need. And you know what? I have my input button. This is a brand new program. I didn't even document anything. No aliases, no nothing. So I know my input button is 1. Okay, that's my start. And I also have a stop here. Okay. Come on, baby. Work with me now. I'm using an L16 as you saw, so everything's local. And my stop was no. Why am I going to the outputs? No, 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 no. Go to the inputs. Data. I'm a lot more serious when I'm doing my actual courses. Okay. Local input data 0, local input data 1. So this is stop, this is start. Now this is a normally closed. So let's see what happens here. This is my single speed motor. Now I got my output run here. I got my input run feedback, permission okay. You know what? I think we want something else here. Let's take a look. How about input hand operate? There's a reset. Now, I could have opened the documentation and read about this, but, you know, this is a live show. Let's just do it live. Hey, here, I like this. Command start, command stop. Let's do that. Let's try that. I'm going to get rid of that other one. Oh, well, I'm going to leave it. So let's try this. So I have command start and stop. Okay. Will it work? We don't know. We don't know. And then output run. We'll need another output tag here. And I think it's 6 because I had labeled the relay 6. So I figured I'd just keep the wiring the same. Run. Now, for some reason, I believe my normally closed is going to cause a problem here. I think I need I think I need to invert it. Well, let's see what happens. Hey, we can download it a couple times, try it out. I'm going to not look at the chat right now just in case somebody's giving away the answer. Let's see what happens. Do I have errors? What's going on? Yeah, put her in run mode. Let's see what's going on. Okay, main routine. Let me toggle my bit. Okay. Let's see what happens. Brought my button up. I get a 1. Oh, I think that's going to command a stop. Yep, she ain't running. Let me put my stop down. No. P command start, P command stop. Okay, I think I have to put it into that mode. Okay. You know what? Let's start a runtime edit. Okay, let's bring this in here. Again, this isn't supposed to be sexy or cool. We're just doing this, let's see. Oh, I may have to end up reading. All right, get a done button. See what happens. Good to go. Good to go. Cycle my stop. And nothing. So you see, it's not as easy as we thought. So let's go into the help here. And the nice thing about this, and even though the text is really small, the nice thing about this is, you know, it's all documented right here. So if we look here, we got the enable in. It's already a 1. Enable out's already a 1, so we're good there. We got the input signal, run feedback from motor. You know what? We can put that in. I don't think we need it, but let's go ahead and start wrong edits. And start edits, online edits, start edits. Now, that run feedback's much like you do in your relay ladder logic when I have, this is my motor output, and then this is my auxiliary contacts on my relay coming in to seal around the input button. So that's what they're talking about there. So we'll just use that address as the run feedback. Okay, where are you? Put this one up here, drag this one down here. Run input, run feedback. There you go, buddy. And you are input number 6. Okay, so we got that. Now that's not required though, but we'll put that in there. Permissions. Let's see what that's described as. Whoops. That's a little annoying. Motor can't start. So we put input perm okay. That means motor can't start. We wired a 1 to it. You know, we could just delete that and make it a 1. It probably was already a 1. Yeah, it was. These are all 1s by default. So, input hand. I think that's the one we're looking for right there. Let's see here. Let's just take a look. No, we want to be in program control. That's what we want. P command program. We want to make that a 1. Am I right? We will see. Okay, here we go. Yes. And I had to push the stop in to get it to work. which is, I don't know if you guys can, I know you guys can't see that. So you can see it now, or maybe that's a better look. So the one thing I did wrong is this has to be inverted because I have a normally closed stop, mushroom stop push button. So I need to invert that. So let's go ahead and do some more run edits, or online edits. Okay, let's get rid of this wire. Okay, right click, insert. What do we want to put in here, guys? Where is it? We're add element. There we go. What do we want to put in here? All right, I'm going to go look at the chat now. Do you guys have, let's see, B knot. Okay. Thank you, Artem. B knot, Boolean knot. That's what we're looking for? Oh, yes. Okay. Oh, I love how those go. Much better. All right. So with Artem's suggestion of the B knot, wish I would have remembered that. We're going to see if it works now. Oh, yeah. All right. Let's see if we can do it this way. And that's how easy it is to use the PlantPAx library of process objects. Just add on instructions. And there's nothing to it. It's pretty easy. So I want to shout out to Artem. Thank you for reminding me it was the B knot. Yeah, I knew it was a knot. Was that on the move logical? Let's take a look. Oh, it's here somewhere. Well, anyways, I appreciate it, Autumn. And I thank you, Juan, for also joining, and everybody else who watched. I will put this program, if you want to look at it, as a link to download next week on this show's post over at the Automation blog. And next week, what we'll do is we'll actually put the faceplate in Factory Talk View to connect to this P motor instruction, and we'll see how that works. But with that, let's see. Don't forget to enter the drawing over at the Automation forums. And have a very happy holiday. Enjoy your New Year's Eve. Safe and healthy, please. And I just hope you all have a great rest of your 2018. And with that, my name is Shawn Tierney from the Automation School. And until next time, peace.